Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super grateful to have you. And if you are returning, y'all, the real MVP, you already know. So today, you guys, I have another synchronistic story for you. And this is one I actually wasn't planning to share until I got this on my doorstep the other day. So if you guys are already following me on Instagram, you've already seen kind of what I said about it. But I don't even know how to start this one. So this is pretty crazy, and I don't usually like to share my stories about visions just in case, you know, someone decides to tell me that I'm crazy. I don't want to hear it, right? It's my spiritual journey, and it's the things that I see and I believe, and you know, all of that. So this is one that happened quite a few days ago. I do believe this was on January 6th. I had told my aunt about it. And yeah, January 6th. And this was right after I had made the video of telling you guys the whole story about me seeing that, you know, giant owl in my dream, and how I believe that that was a vision of one of my guides and everything. So I didn't want to piggyback off of that and be like, so I had another vision in meditation, you know, because that would have just been like seemingly unbelievable, right? So this was January 6th. You can see it right there, and I had to search Kuan Yin in here because that was quite a while ago, and my aunt and I talk like every single day. So I'm going to read to you guys what this one says here, the little snippet of what I told my aunt. And the reason kind of why I tell her these things is just so that I have record of them, because I don't really want to go out of my way to like write about them or, you know, just record them for the sake of recording them, unless I get confirmation later that it was, you know, an actual real happening vision. So then that's when I go out of my way to actually record it. So I'm going to read to you really quick what this says here. It says, I think I just saw Kuan Yin. So I was kind of meditating, and I saw this white light that formed into an Asian woman with a headdress. She offered the baby a flower, and she told me that the baby was very gifted and that she protects me in the astral realm. She touched the baby and said she gives her a gift and that she would come back to talk to me. She looked just like this, and I sent her this picture of Kuan Yin that I found. And the reason why I use that picture is because it was very specifically her in a flowing white dress, and that's what I had seen in that vision, was flowing white headdress, flowing white dress, just a big flowing white aura all around, very flowy, very white. So continued on, it says, she said the baby could see my team of guides and ancestors like a busy subway, and I just remember she had the aura of nurturing light like Mother Mary. It's so hard to explain what happened, but I was looking at pictures to find one to show you, and when I was looking at them, the baby got excited looking at them with me. So I asked if she was an angel, and she chuckled and said her name was Kuan Yin. So I'm just sitting here dumbfounded. The reason why I didn't say much about that is just because it was so quick and it was in meditation. So I usually do my meditation right at night when, you know, I finally get the baby to sleep because everyone else in the house is asleep. It's finally like quiet, and I can do, you know, as much meditation as I need. It's just quiet, it's still. So when I was doing this, I wasn't I wasn't like meditating for any specific reason. This is usually just my time to connect with my guides and ask, you know, what things I need to be doing, what we're going to be focusing on throughout the week, stuff like that. And that's kind of usually when I get like my ideas for videos. My guides will always tell me if I'm going to be doing a reading, or if I need to pursue a certain avenue of videos, and if I need to pursue any type of meditation or any type of specific work on myself and things like that. So in this one, this is so hard to explain, but it was just like I could see my room, you know, me and the baby laying there asleep in my room, but Kuan Yin had come into my room. She was there with us, and that's how I had seen that, you know, she had touched the baby, she had given her a flower, and I could see, you know, my astral self and the baby's astral self, and we were not communicating, but just kind of interacting with Kuan Yin at this time. And the reason why I asked if she was an angel is because it was just such a bright white aura, and I really don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Even the goddess Isis does not have such a bright white aura like that to me. So that was just so astonishing. And this was, again, like I said, right after I had that whole vision of what I believed to be an angel. So, you know, I thought maybe because I was trying to communicate with my angels, this was an angel coming to me. And I think it's amazing that she actually was like, no, my name is Kuan Yin, and I'll be back to talk to you. Like, I'll be back. I have messages for you. And that was January 6th. Okay, today is January 22nd. So that was quite a few weeks ago, and haven't seen anything, haven't heard anything. I didn't go out of my way to reach out or anything, and I was just kind of taking it on faith that she said she'll come back. So we'll see if she comes back. We'll see why she comes back and what she has to say to me. And all of a sudden, yesterday, I had a package arrive on my doorstep, and you guys already know I have that wish list for tarot and oracle decks if you guys ever want to send me any to review or just as a gift. And I usually don't, like, Amazon doesn't give you word if somebody bought something from your wish list or if somebody's sending something to you. So they're always like a big surprise to me, especially if the person doesn't tell me that they sent me something. So I was expecting packages, and the packages I expected came, and that was it. I wasn't expecting any more, right? So I was going out to go on a walk, and this showed up at my doorstep, and I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting this, but it's addressed to Star Sparrow Tarot, so I know it is a tarot deck. And I opened it, and it was the Kuan Yin Oracle, and I was just like, huh. So I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything. I just set it on my dresser, and I sent a message to my aunt, and I was like, so remember I told you I think I saw Kuan Yin, and she said she'd come back to talk to me. Look what just popped up on my doorstep. So I am so crazy dumbfounded still at this. And I opened it, and I was just kind of looking, acquainting myself with the deck like I do when I'm about to do a review for a deck. And the very first card that I got it just so happens to be the one at the bottom. I didn't realize that, that's what it was, but it was the first one that I happened to read. And it's this one. It says, something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin assists you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, and which will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. I literally started crying, and I was like, oh my goodness, that was her. I literally had a vision of her. It was real. I wasn't just imagining something, right? Because I have had not only, the vision quest with Goddess Isis, and that's how it led me to, working with her and everything. Then I have this vision of my angels and my guides, and all of a sudden this vision of Kuan Yin, someone I have never read about, someone I've never looked into, someone I have never done any research on, like I've never sought her out, nothing. I don't really know anything about Kuan Yin, and the only way that I know her name is because my aunt had mentioned her at one point in time a couple of months ago and sent me a picture, and I was like, wow, she's really pretty. But that's it. I've never done any research. I really don't know anything about her. So for her to come to me in meditation was astonishing, especially because I have recently had a ridiculous amount of increased activity, spiritual wise, and I've had a lot of past loved ones, spirit guides, and just tons and tons and tons of activity, tons of people seeking me out. And one of them actually showed me what I look like to them in the astral realm, and they said that I look like a lighthouse, and that I need to learn to protect my energy, and I need to learn to kind of shut down how bright my light is, because they said I had gotten this message a while back before too, like a moth to a flame, but he showed me what I look like in the astral realm, and there's just like this big bright light emanating from my crown chakra, and it literally, he said, you can see it, for miles, and it's just attracting a lot of energy. It's attracting a lot of attention. So I'm still very dumbfounded by this, and I really don't, I don't know what to say. So I was trying to find the PDF download for the Oracle, like the actual full-size Oracle deck to this one, because this is the pocket-size Oracle deck. So if you guys know Alana Fairchild's pocket size, they don't have a book with them because they have just a little snippet of what you need to know on the back of the card. So I was trying to see if I could find a way to find the PDF download of this book, because the Isis Oracle has like meditations and everything that go with every single card. So I figure the Kuan Yin is going to be exactly like that in the full size, but I could not find that. And in doing this whole search on this Oracle deck, I found my way to Alana Fairchild's website, and she has a whole thing of resources for like free meditations and articles and things like that. And I don't remember where I was going with that. I totally just lost my train of thought. That's not good. Wow, that's like never happened to me before in a video, that I just completely lost everything that I was saying. Talking about Kuan Yin. Oh, okay. So I was reading through her, I'm really sorry about that. I'm reading through her like articles and everything, and she's got one about the divine mothers. And this is why she has created these decks that she has with the goddess Isis. And she was talking about Star Mother Terra or something. Again, more people I've never heard of. She did one on Kali, and then she has done one on Kuan Yin. And she was kind of briefly talking about each of them and how they help us through our journey of the divine feminine. And I think that's amazing that not only did I first have that experience with the goddess Isis and coming to work with her and everything, now all of a sudden I have been getting a lot of like messages and a lot of synchronicities pointing me toward Kali, toward looking into Kali. And I hear a lot of mixed things about Kali, so I didn't go out of my way to look into it or anything. Same thing with Kuan Yin. There have been like breadcrumbs here and there leading me toward Kuan Yin, and I'm not familiar, so I was like, I'm sure if I'm meant to look into these things, they'll find me eventually. So I don't know if down the line I'm going to have another experience with Kuan Yin, or if I'm going to be looking into more of the Alana Fairchild decks and the things that she has been working on, because that is extremely serendipitous that out of all of the things, it's kind of like Alana Fairchild's breadcrumbs right now, and I'm being led through them, and I don't really know why. So that was really long-winded, and anyways, that was a whole lot to just say. I got another deck. I got gifted another deck. You guys already know. There's that Tarot and Oracle wish list down there for you guys, as always, if you ever want to send me a deck to review. But this one was gifted to me by Frank, and I actually could not find Frank on Instagram to tag him, but I did find an old comment on a video of his. On a video of mine. So I went and, said thank you and everything, because I can't find him to talk to him about this. So to be completely honest, I don't remember putting this one on my wish list. I know that there is kind of a loophole that if you add something from my wish list to your cart, and then you add another one to the cart, you can kind of take the first one off and still send it to the gift address. So I don't know if that's what Frank did, or if this was actually on my wish list and it was just like real far down there and I don't remember adding it at all, which is completely possible. But I know someone has sent me something that was not on my wish list at all, not even remotely in my views or anything. So I know that that is a loophole. I know that is a possibility. But if this was on my wish list and I don't remember looking at it or putting it on there or anything, that's synchronicity, my friends. So I know this was a lot of like absent-minded chatter right now, because I am just so very blown away right now. I'm so very shocked. And if you guys have any insight for me or anything you'd like to say about Kuan Yin or about any of these synchronicities that are going on, definitely let me know in the comments. That would be super helpful. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what was going on with me at the current moment, because I'm going through a lot. It's like so much spiritually I'm just getting stuff from every avenue, and that would make a whole lot of sense about me kind of being like ridiculously open to activity and not knowing how to shut that down. So we'll see where that goes. But I just kind of, I know that it's only going to be like my 2%ers that actually watch this, but I did have someone just comment on my Goddess Isis video today that I was looking at. I was checking before I started doing my videos, and someone had said that they wanted to see my story about what I believe to be my past life visions of me and Atlantis and everything. So maybe one day I will work up the courage to do that one. It's still really nerve-wracking to me to do videos about like my visions that I have in meditation, and you know, I am worried for good reason that, you know, somewhere down the line, maybe this year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, someone's gonna be like, girl, you crazy, none of this happens. Like, I don't want to hear it, so I don't want to, you know, talk about it, because they're really beautiful divine encounters that lead me down my path. So I don't want to hear anybody telling me, you know, trying to disprove it or anything, because, you know, if you're here, I feel like you believe in these kinds of things and you understand what I'm talking about. I haven't had anybody try to disprove me in any way, but I have had a couple really nasty, disrespectful comments that had to be removed. So that's why I just, you know, if you guys hear your other YouTube creator friends talking about that, sometimes it does happen. There are people that are really disrespectful in the world of the internet, and they like to say things to just kind of get in your head. And as much as I would like to not let those things get in my head, they do. So, you know, this is me being super vulnerable with you guys, because you are like my family, you know, while we're small, while you guys talk to me, things like that. I do like to be as open and honest and vulnerable with you guys as I can about my spiritual journey, about my, you know, my ascension, my visions, my whole transformation, everything, because you guys have kind of seen me grow up in the world of tarot, and along with the world of tarot is my whole spiritual journey, right? You can't be like a tarot reader or a medium or a psychic or any of that without having a whole spiritual journey world behind that. So I like to just really let you guys know, like, there's a lot that comes with this, and, you know, tarot reading isn't just as black and white as get a deck of cards, read the book, you're a tarot reader. Like, there's a lot behind the scenes in the spiritual journey that goes along with it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. You know, that helps me out so very much. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway. And I really hope that wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends, you have a beautiful, wonderful day, and may your angels be with you. Namaste.